What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a brand new review. So this is gonna be, I think, like the second time that I've tried to do this show. So this is Chasing Dallas. This is season 6, you guys. This is episode 2, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the title of the episode was Politically Messy. But before I get into it, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let us go ahead and get into this episode of Chasing Dallas, shall we? All right, you guys. So I did take some notes, but honestly, I don't even feel like I need my notes because I can remember what happened in this episode. Now, this episode opened up where the last one left off. And the last episode left off with us at I think it was a video release party for Jeff's song where Donnie came there acting the plum fucking fool. And everybody was in the parking lot ready to fight him. That's where we ended that episode at. That's where this episode picked up at. So we all went back in. Everybody saw not Donnie, wrong person, Jeff's music video. It was cute. It was cute for what it was, right? Do I know what the lyrics were of that song? I couldn't regurgitate them to you if you asked me to. Even if you paid me, I could not regurgitate them. But nonetheless, the video was cute. The song, from what I remember, it sounded good. I mean, would I pay for it? Hell no. Would I stream it? Possibly. Now, moving on, you guys. So after that, and also, I do know, like, that area that they filmed this, his video release party, I know where that area is. Bitch, I never go in that area. Y'all bolder than I am. Y'all are stronger and bolder than me because I do not go anywhere near that area. Never. Now, the next thing we have is this scene of, her name is Rachel, right? So Rachel is at a lip lab, right? And so I guess Rachel she wants to come out with her own lip glosses. Okay, cool. I don't have a problem with that. I wish her nothing but the best when it comes down to it. And if you guys hear my computer dinging, you guys know I am still at work. And it's not yet time for me to log out of work. I got 30 minutes left on the clock. So you guys gonna probably hear my computer dinging for a good however long I'm on this damn review. But Rachel, she is, meeting up with her friend and her daughter, she said, right? And these white people are chasing this goddamn storm. I don't want to. It's a tornado warning in Dallas. And I could never be a meteorologist because I would never drive nowhere near a storm. Interesting. But back to the episode. Rachel, meeting up with her daughter, her friend. Now, I don't know the particulars of her life. Like, never mind. I was going to ask a question, but I don't think I want to ask the question. But like I said earlier, good luck to her with her line. I'm not into lip gloss, lip liner, lip nothing. The only thing you're going to find me wearing is lip balm. That's it. Now, she did talk about, which I thought this was an interesting thing to talk about on her scene too, is the fact that I guess she, which we find out she's pansexual, right? So she like men, women, trans women. What the hell is going on with this goddamn computer? But yeah, she's pansexual. So I guess there's this guy that she's dating, I guess they must have hooked up at one point, but then the man just swept in and moved into her place. I don't know how the fuck y'all let anybody, how do y'all do that? That's just in general, men, women, how y'all let bum ass, broke ass niggas come in? Well, you know what? Maybe it be the dick. I don't know. That ain't my ministry, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in nobody coming and living in my apartment rent free. You're gonna contribute something. Like you can come stay. Like I don't have a problem with people because I've had people come, friends come stay with me, right? But you're gonna contribute something, or you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like contribute something. If you don't help towards the rent, help towards the bill or two, help towards the food, help towards something. Like bring something in here. Even if you between jobs, that's fine too. Figure out a way to contribute something. You're not just gonna sit here and get a free ride. Definitely not my black ass. Would never fucking happen. I hope Rachel figures that situation out expeditiously. I really do hope she figures it out. Moving on to the next scene, you guys. We see Zesty mother, Glenn, Tedley, and Donnie. They all met up somewhere. I don't know where they met up at. I was looking at the scenery. I think they were I'm pretty sure they were in downtown Dallas because I saw the Dallas skyline. So I'm pretty positive they were in downtown Dallas somewhere, but I don't know where. And also, I'm so confused about what the fucking weather was. And y'all know I live here in Dallas. But I'm so confused about what the weather was because Donnie got on fur with leather pants. Tedley got some kind of fur up around his neck. Mother got on a plaid shirt. Glenn, I don't even remember what the fuck Glenn had on, but he ain't had no, like Glenn and Mother didn't have jackets on. Now, I know people were, I know there were some people in the Chasing chat last night that were saying it was cold this past winter. Yes, January was cold. February was cold. I don't remember December being like freezing cold. It did. Now, I will say, yes, it did. There were points in December where it did get cold, but it wasn't that fucking cold for a fucking fur jacket. Faux fur, fake fur, whatever kind of fur you want to call it. It wasn't that fucking cold. And Christmas Day, I'm trying to remember Christmas Day. What did I wear Christmas Day? I didn't wear a jacket Christmas Day. I wore some pants and a shirt. I think this was in my car. This was in my car. It wasn't on me. I know for a fact I didn't wear this. On Christmas Day. So Christmas wasn't like, I don't remember it being that cold in December. Again, there were bouts where it was cold, but not like significantly cold. But neither, because I don't remember turning my heat on for the first time until January. That was the first time this winter that I turned my heat on in my apartment was January. But neither here nor there. So they're meeting up with what's his name? They're meeting up with Donnie because they want to know what the beef is with Donnie and Jeff. So Donnie comes there. Now Donnie ain't all hyped up like he was last week because that nigga was giving crackhead. But he pulls up, so he's telling them the beef with Jeff started back in 2020. I was like, wow, 2020. Some of y'all hold on to beefs for far too fucking long. And it don't even sound like it's that detrimental, monumental, deep, none of that shit, right? But okay, I mean, if he want to hold on to it, let him hold on to it. I really, honestly don't give a fuck. But hey, he wants to hold on to it. So then he's talking to them about how he came into the group, right? So he came into the group because he came into the group through Sean, who was on the show last season, but this season, Sean is a friend of, and Sean is still a messy ass motherfucker. But Sean had told him, I guess, that this song that Jeff premiered at his party, he was talking about Donnie in the song. Then he also suggested to Donnie to come onto the show. Then we started talking about politics too. Now y'all know I've been keeping my distance from politics a little bit, but I do want to say something about politics real quick because they were talking about so with Jeff, with him being Hispanic, y'all know Orange Man that's in office right now, he just willy-nilly is just deporting motherfuckers for no fucking reason, right? Which we'll discuss that. Well, no, actually, no, we can discuss it right now because Zesty came. So Zesty, here's my thing. I get that Jet Jeff is your quote unquote friend, but for you to have an issue with Donnie, it don't make sense if this man ain't done nothing to you. It's one thing to have your friends back and be like, that's my friend, me and you. Here's the thing, what you can say. The mature thing to do is, hey, you got an issue with my friend, right? But I don't know you. I've never met you. You ain't done nothing to me. I don't have a beef with you. So I'm not going to involve myself in your issue with my friend because that ain't got nothing to do with me, right? But me and you can be cool. Me and you can be cordial, but we'll never be like best friends or anything like that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And then when you're around me and when we're around each other, I won't discuss you. When I'm around you, don't discuss my friend. And then when I'm around my friend, I'm not going to discuss you. That's the mature thing to do. Because, for me, I have friends who don't like it. I actually have two friends. At one point, they did not like each other, right? So my one friend, me and her had been friends before we worked together, and we built a friendship from working together, and we're still friends today, right? And she had a roommate who I became friends with, and me and the room, and then they went their separate ways. They didn't get along for a while, and I maintained my friendship with the friend that I had, for from my old job. We're still friends, and me and her roommate, we still remain friends, but they didn't like each other, so I was the middle person. But what I said to both of them is, hey, I want to talk about you to her, and I want to talk about you to her, and we kept it that way. And they actually just made up with each other about a year or so ago, and now I'm good. I'm still good because like I said, yeah, nah, it's stupid. It's stupid. But even if it was somebody that, it's a social friend and it's a real friend, I'm be like, hey, you got an issue with my friend. Y'all beef is y'all's beef. Me and you, we ain't got no beef, but we can still be cool. We can still be cordial. It ain't never gonna be no beef. It ain't, I don't want this, this is not a friendship. It's just two acquaintances and leave it at that. But he is taking it one step too far for me personally. You guys tell me what you think. Then he got into it with Glenn because he says that him and Glenn were somewhere and Glenn told him he was hitting the hookah. He told him he was hitting the hookah wrong. I said, what the fuck? Hookah, my nigga? That's what you complaining about? That's what we're upset about? Is some fucking hookah? Grow up. Actually, how old are you is a real question. How old are you? Because that ain't really some shit to be upset about. But hey, if that's what you want to be upset about, then slap yourself silly. But I think it's stupid. If we're keeping it a buck with each other, I think it's stupid as fuck. Next up, you guys, Rio. Rio. Actually, nope. Before we get to Rio, Jayla. Now, I want to say this, and I don't want it to come off shady or anything. It's just an observation of sorts. When I look at Jayla, I only... How do I want to say this? And it not be shady. So, Jayla looks like the love child of Lunel, the comedian, and Derek J, the hairdresser from Atlanta. That's no shade. Just saying that's who you give me. That's who you look like, right? So we see Jayla is at one of... Now, I don't know Jayla's pronouns, so I don't want to say they. We'll say they, because I don't know what Jayla's pronouns are. But Jayla is at one of their friends' house, right? And they're talking about influencers and content creation. I will say that I'm extremely confused because I don't know what kind of content creation, because they never really expounded on that, what kind of content creation they're talking about. But that's something that they want to do. But again, it was never explained or expounded upon, and I was just a little confused. But I mean, hey, again, like I said about Rachel, good luck to you. For real, good luck. And then the next thing we got is Rio. Now, Rio keeps talking about being from East Texas. I would love to know what part of East Texas you from, because I'm from East Texas, and you talking about do it big, like do it like they do it in East Texas. We ain't got no fucking clubs in East Texas. I don't know what part you from, but the part that I'm from ain't no fucking, well, there is a strip club in my hometown, Teasers. And then there is a club, but I mean, when I was going out in my hometown, so you guys, I'm from East Texas, so I'm from a little town named Tyler. But ain't no clubs in my hometown. It ain't been a club in my hometown, like a real true club. Because we used to have Club Rio, we used to have Outlaws, we used to have Boots and Saddles, 220, the Pub. We used to have 5 clubs at one point in time when I was going out. The first one to close was Boots and Saddles. That was downtown Tyler. They closed that one. Then they closed Outlaws. No, they closed Outlaws first. Did they close Outlaws first, or did they close Boots and Saddles? Actually, take that line back. The Pub was the first to go. That was the first place to get closed. The Pub was the first place to get closed. Then it was either Boots and Saddles or, actually, I got it. It was Pub, the Pub. Then it was Outlaws. Then it was Boots and Saddles. Then it was Rio. Because 220 is still currently open, but it's open for occasions. And then you had the meeting place where you could, if you want to book the meeting place for a party, you could do that. But in East Texas, my hometown, most people come from surrounding cities in East Texas to go to our clubs. Like they would come to, like from Longview, they would come from Longview to Tyler, Nacogdoches to Tyler, Jacksonville to Tyler, Palestine to Tyler. Like those people would come to my hometown to go to our clubs. And our clubs have been closed for over a fucking decade. So, I mean, unless you are close to Tyler, the closest thing that I think you might can go to is Where's Rufus. And I don't even know if that shit is popping like it used to be. But neither here nor there. Moving on. He's somebody, he gonna come up here to Dallas and do business. Now there are clubs up here in Dallas. Good luck to him. That's all I got. Then we see him as he has an opening. I have no idea where the hell that was. So at the opening, Mother decided to take it upon himself. I think Mother identifies as he. I hope Mother identifies as he. If Mother doesn't, my apologies. But Mother decided to talk to Jet Jeff about what Mother, I'm just going to say Mother. Mother talked to Jet Jeff about what Mother heard from Donnie about the issues with Jet Jeff and also the stuff with Sean. I'm okay with it. I like a little messy. Do you, Mother? I like messy. I like a little messy, right? Now, this is the part where they got upset when Mother told them, I don't know if Mother is saying that Donnie said that they about to get up out of here, that you know who is about to get them up out of here. Here's the thing that I will say. It was a really insensitive thing to say. Absolutely, right? Was he wrong? No. Because, I mean, if you go look in the media, they are disadministration. They're disappearing people, right? There is a man that they sent to El Salvador. There is a man that they sent to El Salvador that they claim is an illegal and a drug, in a violent criminal because of tattoos that the man got, right? But the man was he was protected. They took him with his U.S. citizen wife and his U.S. citizen child who has autism. again, I get it that y'all are saying that y'all were born here, but this administration is profiling people. They're profiling people just because they're Hispanic. So, and I say this not to be shady or anything, so don't take offense to it, but I say this with all sincerity. Yes, you guys may be U.S. citizens, and that's fine, but they don't give a these people that that are working for ICE and under this administration, they don't care. If you look Hispanic to them, they don't get you like you're like it's the opposite of innocent until proven guilty. It's guilty until whenever the fuck. Because again, there are people that they have sent to El Salvador that they didn't get their just due. They didn't get their they didn't get the proper they didn't go get their day in court is what I'm trying to say. They didn't get their day in court. So I get what they're saying, but under this administration, logic is out the window. Period. That's all I got to say. And then the last thing, you guys, we got is Jeff meeting up with Sean, and the fact that Sean was laughing in that boy's face when he was telling him about what he's heard, I would have knocked them glasses right the fuck off Sean's face and beat his ass. That's just me. But that's the episode, you guys, and I did that basically by memory, mostly because I just finished watching the episode again for the second time. But that's it, you guys. I'm gonna try to stick with Chasing Dallas this season. I really, truly am. I know I said that last season that I was gonna stick with it, and I didn't. But this season, I think I'm gonna stick with it. We'll see. Be sure to like the video, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications and share the video. And until next time, you guys, stay safe. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.